Ever notice how some search results just POP?
Hmm.
You're not imagining it. That's schema markup at work.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving into how this behind-the-scenes tool can make your website, especially an e-commerce one, shine brighter in search results.
It's like the difference between a plain storefront and one with dazzling window displays that just draw customers in.
Right.
Schema markup helps you create those eye-catching elements that make people stop scrolling and click.
Okay, let's unpack this. For those hearing schema markup for the first time, what exactly is it?
Imagine you walk into a library, you see countless books, but no real organization.
Hmm.
Schema markup is like providing that library with a clear cataloging system, making it effortless for visitors to find exactly what they're looking for. It's a way to organize and label your website's data so search engines like Google understand your content on a much deeper level.
So instead of just seeing a wall of text, Google gets a clear picture of what each piece of content represents, whether it's a product, a review, or a recipe.
Precisely. And just like that well-organized library attracts more visitors, a website that speaks Google's language through schema markup tends to rank higher in search results and attract way more clicks.
It's like giving Google a VIP backstage pass to understand your content, better search rankings, more clicks. But isn't that what SEO is supposed to do? How is this different?
You're right. SEO is about optimizing your website for search engines, but schema markup takes it a step further. It provides that extra layer of clarity and context that traditional SEO elements like keywords and meta descriptions might miss. Think of it as speaking directly to Google in its own language.
So instead of just hoping Google figures it out, we're giving it a clear set of instructions.
Exactly.
And speaking of instructions, I've heard there are different formats of schema markup.
That's right. There's JSON LD, microdata, and RDA. But JSON LD is the one that really stands out.
Is that because it's the fanciest sounding one?
Partly, but it's more than just a cool name. JSON LD is Google's preferred format for a reason. Remember our library analogy?
Yeah.
JSON LD is like having a dedicated catalog room separate from the main library floor. It keeps your schema markup clean, organized, and easy for Google to access without wading through all of your website's content.
So JSON LD is like that super efficient librarian who keeps everything perfectly categorized. Makes sense why Google loves it. But how does this all translate to my e-commerce site? I'm guessing this is where things get really interesting for online stores.
You got it. Imagine you're searching for a new pair of headphones online.
Okay.
You see a wall of product listings, but one stands out. Right there in the search results, it shows a row of gleaming 5-star reviews, the price in bold, and even a little green flag that says in stock. That, my friend, is the magic of schema markup for e-commerce.
Okay, that makes sense. I've definitely been lured in by those shiny star ratings before. It's like the online equivalent of walking past a bakery with freshly baked bread you can't resist.
Exactly. And those eye-catching details are powered by a specific type of schema markup called product schema. It tells Google everything it needs to know about a particular product, from its price and availability to its reviews and ratings.
So it's like giving my products their best chance to shine in those crowded search results pages.
Yes.
What other schema types should e-commerce businesses know about?
Well, let's say you're running a flash sale or a limited time promotion.
Okay.
Offer schema is your secret weapon. It allows you to highlight those time-sensitive deals directly in the search results.
So instead of just having sale in the product title, which might get lost in the sea of other sale announcements, I can use offer schema to specifically tell Google, hey, this is a hot deal and it's ending soon.
Precisely. You can even use properties like price valid until to display a countdown timer, creating that sense of urgency that's so effective in driving conversions.
It's like that limited time offer sign flashing in a storefront window.
Yes.
It grabs your attention and makes you want to check it out before it's too late.
Now let's talk about product variations. Let's say you sell t-shirts in different sizes and colors. Without schema markup, Google might see each variation as a separate product, creating a confusing experience for shoppers.
It would be like having a separate listing for every single size and color combination.
Yes.
Talk about overwhelming.
Exactly. But with schema markup, you can group those variations together and tell Google how they relate to each other.
So instead of seeing 10 different listings for the same t-shirt, shoppers see one listing with clear options to select their desired size and color.
And that's where unique identifiers like SKUs and product group IDs come in.
So it's like each variation has its own little ID card that helps Google keep everything organized. But how do I actually implement all of this? It sounds a bit technical.
It's easier than you might think. You don't need to be a coding wizard to get started with schema markup.
Okay, that's a relief to hear. So where do we even begin?
The best part is that for common schema types like product and offer, you can often find pre-built code snippets that you can adapt to your specific products and promotions.
So it's less about writing code from scratch and more about understanding the key elements and plugging in the right information.
Exactly. And once you have your schema markup in place, there are handy tools like Google's Rich Results test to make sure everything is working correctly.
So we can check our work before we hit the publish button.
Precisely. You can input your web page URL, and the tool will analyze your schema markup, highlighting any errors or areas for improvement.
It's like having a schema markup editor on hand,
Yeah.
catching those little mistakes before they become big problems. That's incredibly helpful. But let's be honest, even with the best tools and resources, it's easy to get caught up in the technical details and lose sight of the bigger picture.
Absolutely. And that's why it's essential to remember that schema markup is ultimately about enhancing the user experience.
It's not just about speaking Google's language, it's about speaking the language of our customers.
Exactly. By providing clear, concise, and engaging information, we're making it effortless for our target audience to find what they're looking for and make informed decisions.
It's about building trust and credibility, showing our customers that we care about their online experience. It's like we're rolling out the red carpet for both Google and our customers with schema markup.
That's a great way to put it. It's about creating a win-win situation where search engines can easily understand and showcase our content, and users can quickly find the information they need to make those informed decisions.
So it's not just about vanity metrics like clicks and rankings. It's about providing a truly valuable experience for our audience.
Exactly. Think about those times you've been searching for something specific online. Which search results are you naturally drawn to? The ones with detailed descriptions, compelling visuals, and maybe even those shiny star ratings we talked about earlier.
Absolutely. I know I'm way more likely to click on a result that gives me a clear sense of what to expect before I even visit the website.
And that's the power of schema markup. It helps us cut through the clutter and grab the attention of our target audience by providing those extra layers of context and information that make all the difference.
So for our listeners out there who are ready to dive into the world of schema markup, what's the best way to get started?
A great first step is to think about your website's goals.
Okay,
What are you hoping to achieve? Do you want to increase product visibility, highlight special offers, improve your local search presence?
got it.
Once you have a clear understanding of your objective, you can explore the different schema types that align with those goals and start experimenting with implementation.
So start small and scale up as you go.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to iterate and refine your approach along the way. Schema markup isn't a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process of optimization and improvement.
And the beauty of it is that even small changes can make a big impact. Just like that well-placed window display can entice a passerby to enter a store, a few lines of schema markup can make your website irresistible to both search engines and potential customers.
Absolutely. And remember, the online landscape is constantly evolving. New schema types and properties are being introduced all the time, so it's essential to stay curious, keep learning, and adapt your strategies accordingly.
It's like we've unlocked a secret level of online marketing with schema markup.
I like that analogy. And like any good game, the key to success is to keep exploring, experimenting, and leveling up your skills.
Well, on that note, it's time to wrap up our deep dive into this fascinating world of schema markup. We hope you've gained valuable insights and practical tips to supercharge your online presence.
It's been a pleasure joining you on this journey.
And to our listeners, remember, in the vast and competitive digital landscape, those who speak Google's language will always have the upper hand. So embrace the power of schema markup and watch your online presence soar. Until next time, happy optimizing.